Hey everyone, I'm Nick, and this is my supercharged Range Rover. Now, we've been in a drought here on the East Coast for a little while, but it's finally started raining, so now's a good time to change the wipers. As you can see here, they're not doing too good. This one's coming apart, that one's already come apart, and it's just not working, and I don't want to scratch my windshield, so let's get these replaced. Now, one of the reasons I'm making this video is because finding the specs on these was kind of a pain to me. I didn't really enjoy the process. So I'm gonna measure these in my new ones so you have a frame of reference for what you can order. Because looking online, I saw a bunch of different sizes for the fronts and I was like, well, this is kind of a pain. Which one's right? So this one coming off is 25.5 inches. And this one going on looks to be, it's the same thing. Push it. Come on. Come on. Nope. Yeah. Go. That's locked in. It looks good. Do the same thing on the other side. Oh, see, this is, oh, it's just gone. The front wiper blades are held on with a sliding lock. In some cases it gets a little tight, so I used a plastic trim tool to shift it. There we go. There we go. Same thing, 25.5. It's locked in. All right, let's move on to the rear. So as you can see here, it's a little harder to access this blade. And the way we're gonna do it is we're actually gonna run this and stop it in place a little lower so we can remove it. So let's get in the car. So we're gonna start the wiper and pull the ignition, pull the key out. And now we can finally get to work. There we go. Pull that. Nope. Does it not pivot up? Oh, geez. Okay. No, I guess not. Just have to do it in place here. Perfect. And this one is 18 inch. Is it seized up in there? Who knows? I'm trying to put some PV Blaster on the hinge to see if that helps free it up. Oh, there's a little tab in there. Okay. So right here, I was able to just reach in and push on that little tab right there and slide it out of place. I'm pretty sure this arm is supposed to be able to pivot up. It looks like it's a little jammed. Come on. Why doesn't it fit? Come on. So this is supposed to pivot up a bit, and it's kind of seized in here. So I'm gonna have to put the original one back on for now. And until then, I gotta figure out, I'm gonna probably see if I can soak this in some PV Blaster or something. And see what we can do. All right, let's see. That's still jammed up here. So this was supposed to be a pretty quick job, but what I'm gonna do, because I'm not giving up on this, I'm gonna service this, is you're gonna pull the spoiler off and then remove this arm to see if we can free up that joint here, or the pivot point. And if not, we can just put the new wiper blade on, put it back on, and put everything back together. So, first thing we're gonna do is open the hatch. And we're gonna be working in here. As you can see right here, there's 1, 2, 3 bolts that we're gonna undo, and that'll free the spoiler. So I'm gonna do that. So these are 10mm. These are pretty short here. So So up here I put a towel down. I'm gonna pull this off here. All right, so with the spoiler removed, I put a towel underneath it so I hold it off and out of the way so I can access this. I'm gonna try to pull this cover off to get to the nut. I think it's supposed to pivot out of the way. Here I'm prying on the cap with plastic trim tools. So it looks like this side here is seized on the left. And once I can free that, maybe we can get it off. Oh, just a reminder, don't use metal stuff. This is glass, so you're gonna wanna be really careful if you have to pry on it. It's starting to move a bit. All right, it's just jammed in here, huh? Yeah, this is corroded a bit in here. Okay, so this is a 13, I think. Yep, so you can see right here. And pull that off, and then we can slide the arm off. Oh, easy. Turned right away. All right, nice. Oh, there's a washer here, yeah. There we go. All right, so you can kind of see right here, this is a little rusty, crusty, and this is where it's supposed to pivot up. So I'm gonna try to clean this up, get this pivot to work, and then we'll be able to change it in place. All right, so to break it free, I wedged the bottom part into the vise and worked it little by little until it moved completely. And I've greased it up with some white lithium grease in here that I'll wipe off in a minute. But now it actually pivots, which should work now. I'll leave the old one on for now. We're gonna go put it back on the truck and then we'll replace it. But now it'll actually work properly. You can really see it's supposed, when I put it in the vise, it was just vertical, and it turns out it's actually supposed to push towards the glass and be able to be lifted off. All right, so before I put anything back on here, I'm gonna cycle it so that it parks in the, it goes back to the park position, and then we'll put the arm in place here, and then we'll test everything, and then we'll put the spoiler back on. What are you doing? Shoot. Oops. I guess that worked. No! Stop it! That's not what I wanted. Okay, well at least it's back in its spot. Now there's water all over the place. Not a huge deal. Okay, flip it up. Lay that down. There's a little washer here, and then the thing. Okay. Now this is 13 Newton meters, so pretty light. There we go. That's done. Let's test again. See it cycle through. I could have swore there was a way to run it without spraying anything, but... So what happened is I left the truck in the wiper on position, and when I pushed it further, it turned on the sprayer. No. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's on the wall. Why is it doing that? Well, at least it cycles to where we need it. Okay. Oh, the garage door is all wet. Okay. Oh, why is that still on? Whoops. Oh, I see, I see. Turns out these little dots right here are the wiper sprayer. So I've actually just been spraying my wall. And there's a little it comes through the axle right here, or the pivot point, and sprays out through here. So we're gonna put this back in, and should be good to go if we can slide that back in. A little tough to fit with the corrosion, but we gotta do it. There we go. Now let's get the spoiler back on. So take this off. Place it here. Open this up. Just reach around the back, hold the edge, and get the nut started, or the bolt started. And we can check that it clears properly. No grinding anywhere. Okay. And we can just snug it up. There we go. Now we can just test it again. Same as before, we pull that off. Careful now, this is actually gonna go down onto the glass and we don't wanna scratch anything. Now we can fit out our new blade. It's supposed to fit in here. Here we go. Turn it back on. Oops. Now I guess probably could have had this go a little further in, but I think this looks good. And we have good wiper blades all around. So that's our wipers installed. For a job that should have taken 5 minutes, it took quite a bit longer, but it wasn't too crazy either. Sometimes you think you know what to expect, and you end up having to do a little bit more work to make it right. If you've ever ended up in this situation, either with wipers or something different on the car, let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like. If you want to watch more content on this truck or other videos like this, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.